Hi, I'm Lisa Potter-Dixon, head makeup artist for Benefit Cosmetics, and I've worked with Feelunique to bring you 3 beautiful eye makeup looks. Enjoy. Hi guys, I'm Lisa, head makeup artist for Benefit Cosmetics, and today I'm here with a fantastic Feelunique, and I'm going to show you a really quick and easy eye look. So we all love a smoky eye, don't we? But we can find it quite difficult, and sometimes it can take quite a long time. Well, forget about the smoky eye, girls, because it's all about the undersmoke this season. Now I hear you say, the undersmoke, what is that? Well, it's basically a reverse smoky eye. It's under the bottom lash line. Now, as with a smoky eye, you can literally use any colour that you want. The colour that matches your shoes, your eye colour, or just the colour that you love. So don't worry about just using a classic grey, go bold. I'm actually going to use a purple on the lovely Vanya. Now, what I've already done is I've already perfected her base with Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow. First things first, when you're doing an eye look, you want to make sure the brows are perfectly groomed. So I'm just going to take a bit of Give Me Brow. This is such an amazing product, one of my favourites. It mimics the appearance of real hair. So it's almost like putting the brow back in place. Now, Vanya's already got great brows because she works for Benefit. So I'm just going to perfect her brows with this. And all you've got to do is go away from the hair, like so. Think of it like backcombing your hair on your head, and then go back the other way to perfect. And with anything throughout this look, remember, it's just makeup. So if you do make a mistake, take a dry cotton bud and just wipe it away. Don't panic. I'm just going to do the other brow. So away from the hair and then back with the hair. And in seconds, that gives us beautiful brows. So for the eyes, primer is such a big thing. Now, we all know about primer for the face. Keeps your makeup in place. It minimises the appearance of pores. But what about primer for the eyes? Well, that too is very, very important because no one wants to look in the mirror halfway through the day and their eye makeup be all over their face, right? So I'm actually going to use our Stay Don't Stray primer, and I'm just going to do all around the eye like so. So just in a circle. Almost drawing a pair of glasses on here. I will blend it, don't worry. So just around like that, very glam. And then we're just going to blend that in with a brush like so. And just take it all the way underneath the eye. And then all the way over the eye here, up to the brows. This is just going to take away any redness, and like I say, it's going to keep your eye makeup in place all day. Now we're going to start with that undersmoke. For this, I'm using a pencil brush. I'm actually going to put my hand here like this, just so that you can see the top of this. It's a really thin brush, and this is going to help us be really precise when applying the eyeshadow underneath that lash line. So take your eyeshadow, pat it on the back of your hand. Make sure you do that because you don't want loads of excess. Remember, we've just concealed and primed underneath the eye with that Stay Don't Stray, so we don't want to make too much of a mess. And look up for me, Vanya. And all you're going to do is press into the bottom lashes and go backwards and forwards, just blending. Backwards and forwards, like so. It's so, so easy, honestly, so quick and so cool. I'm actually just going to do another layer because I want the depth of colour to be stronger. Now, you can just do the one layer if you want the subtle look, but feel free to just layer it up. The more you add, the deeper the colour will be. Don't take the colour any further out than where your eye ends. The moment you do that, you take it any further out to about here, your eye's going to actually start to look quite droopy. So just take it to the end of your eye for extra definition. When you want something to be really blended, throw your brush away and just take, again, your dry cotton bud. They really are our best friend, right? And this is going to blend even further. So just gently go backwards and forwards over the eyeshadow to give you a really airbrush finish. Now for your mascara. I'm going to use their Real mascara for this. This is actually my favourite mascara. It's going to add volume, it's going to add lift, and it's going to add length to those lashes and give you a really dramatic finish. As always, I'm going to start with the bottom lashes. If you don't start with the bottom lashes, you're going to look up and you're going to ruin the primer that we've put on the top of the eyes here. So bottom first. And the great thing about their Real is it has a little ball on the end of the wand, which means that you can catch every single tiny lash. Finish the eye look, I'm going to do something that may seem a little bit strange, but if you haven't tried this, then you've got to give it a go. Trust me, it looks amazing. And we actually saw this trend that I'm going to show you all over Fashion Week. I'm going to add a lip gloss to the eye. So remember, we've got nothing else but primer on the eyelids. So you've got this beautiful nude lid, then we've got this pop of colour with the undersmoke afterwards. Then if we take our clear gloss, just a small amount, you can use this or you can use something like Vaseline, something that's not sticky is what you want to use. And you're just going to put a little bit on the back of your hand and just pat it onto the lid. This looks so amazing, honestly, and it's really edgy as well. This is optional. You don't have to do this. You can just stick with the eyeshadow underneath. But like I say, you should give this a go. For the skin, I'm not going to use a bronzer. I'm just going to use our Rocketeur blush. Now, this is beautiful. It's a rose gold finish, and it has gold particles in it, so it highlights as well as adds colour. I'm just going to add a little bit onto the apples of the cheek. For the lips, I'm going to use concealer. So again, I'm using a product in the wrong place, but there's no harm in that. We love multi-use products. I'm going to take the concealer that I would use on Vanya's face. This is boi-ing actually in number 2. I'm just going to pat it onto the lips, and then I'm going to add a clear gloss, the one that we used on the eyes, just on the top, just to finish the look. And there we have it. A really cool, edgy, but quick look, the undersmoke. Thanks for watching.